Testing, testing. Hey, 1, 2. All right, let's go. Are we live? We are live. What is up? Welcome back to Discombobulated. I am Bobby Jaycox, and fucking happy 4th of July. I found an old bag of fireworks, so I think I found these. I think I bought these whenever I first moved out. These don't even have a wick. Yes, they do. Sitting out here next to the Barbie. Shit. Those were the black cats. Those ones were way louder than I remember, and all my electronics. Are you guys okay? Are we all good? Okay. Welcome to Discombobulated. I'm Bobby Jaycox. We're doing this, and it's not totally dark yet because I only have daytime fireworks. Like I have a bunch of fucking. Oh, they don't even call them snakes. They're snake. Oh yeah, black snakes, glowworms, colored snakes. All of them. All of the snakes that they sell, all these, it says assorted snakes, and every single one of them is lame. Even when they made them color, even when they add smoke to them, they were always the ones. They were just always the ones that just totally, absolutely fucking sucked. You're just like, ugh. But you buy them because you're like, any firework will do. I love just having fireworks. I have so many more. I think I'm going to do a smoke bomb. Should I do a smoke bomb? Watch this one fucking explode. It's green. I'm gonna put it in the... No. All the way in. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Happy 4th of July. I'm 32 years old. Wow. So we have a smoke bomb. Oh, that smell is so fucking nostalgic. Oh, just running through those as a kid, and you're like, why am I sweating so much? It's like, because you smoked fumes you were not supposed to. Whoa. You know what else brings back? I'm smoking a Swisher Sweet right now. When I was a kid, my parents were like, don't smoke. But for some reason on the 4th of July, we would get Swisher Sweets, and they're like, don't breathe them in. And you're like, okay. But we breathe the shit out of those fuckers. It's not good, but we would breathe in Swisher Sweets. And then you're like, why am I sweating so bad? And it's like, because you're taking years off of your life right now. You're a child breathing in snake fumes. Not good. Not a good experience. So happy 4th of July, Independence Day. I'm glad we're independent. You should be an independent, whatever you are. Be independent. That's what I see in this day. It's not really, you're not a great time in America if you have student debt. I'm sorry. People thought I was dumb for not getting student debt. Well, thanks, Biden. No, I'm just fucking kidding. Yeah, it sucks. That's terrible, but at least we're not British. Actually, I really do wish we were British. They talk so well. We sound so stupid. Actually, and I like both sides because I have a cousin who's British. She lived here and now lives in Britain. And now she says love and stuff. And I'm like, okay, it's like getting a southern accent, but you go over there and you're like, hello. I'm like, have you met the governor? That's so lame, bro. So, happy 4th. It's honestly, for me, it's just about fireworks. That's why I have so fucking many. I can't light anymore. I have a whole fucking old bag of fireworks this is years old. But I can't light anymore. Okay, I'll do one more. Oh, shit. They're black cats again. Okay, hold on. Give me a second to light it. I gotta set my mic down. See if you can hear the sizzle. And by the way, before I do this, by the way, I have a fire extinguisher next to me and a water source nearby. Don't fucking tell me I don't know how to be safe lighting a couple small fireworks. It's daytime. We're not lighting the ones that go in the sky, but we are about to light some fucking of these. These are cool. Hold on. All right. See if we can get that sizzle on here and burn my thighs. Yeah, do it right over the fireworks, Bobby. That's smart. Hear that? That's good. I'm 5 years old. Can I light? I just want to throw the whole bag in a fire. Jesus Christ, I love this. We got sparklers. Do we have sparklers or are those punks? These are punks. Oh, God, is there anything worse than getting a punk as a kid? Hey, can I borrow your lighter? Aunt Lisa, can I borrow your lighter? Sure. And then, other people are like, no. And then because you burned the shit out of your fucking thumb. By the time, God, the damage you do to your thumb as a kid on the 4th of fucking July, I would just annihilate my thumbs. But then you'd get a punk. But it's like those didn't work because it's like it would shake and you're trying to touch it on the end. Those are not safer. You should give kids the long Martha Stewart Snoop Dogg lighter. That's the one you should get. It can kind of get some reach on there. We had those long ones when you were a kid, or if you were me, you fucking, please, can I just have a Swisher Sweet? Why are you sweating? I don't know. Grandma, can I borrow that oxygen tank? Jesus fucking Christ, I don't feel good. But you would light it, and it felt so good when you got to light that stuff. You'd light it, fucking run away. Oh, is there anything fucking better? But it's one of the good ass things about the 4th of July. Yeah, you better keep it going that way. Yep. But here's what's crazy. It wasn't the whole reason. I don't know shit about a lot, but wasn't the whole reason that we threw tea into the water and we didn't want to pay our taxes, and we still got so many types of tea and so many different kinds of taxes. So was it a tie? Should we call that a tie? And we let all your actors be all Batman? Like Christian Bale's like in it and he's not from here. I think he's British. I don't know. I think so, right? Gary Oldman, not American. So you just got all these fucking people not American. And we don't mind. So let's call it a tie. Let's call it a tie. And sometimes I'll drink Earl tea. I'm not throwing it into the... People chuck it into the harbor. Oh my God, that's not... Probably can't be good for the fish. Because it's like for them, they don't get to like drink tea for the first time. For them, they had like smog. Not good. Not a good time. I'm loving this time of the year, man. Okay, I wish I could have got one with the tip. This fucking absolutely sucks. Let me take a drink of my Red Bull. It gives you heart palpitations. I asked for the sugar-free ones, and I love whenever you're in like a... Usually it's just how it is. If you're in like a more remote southern place or like just out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, can I get a sugar-free Red Bull? They look at you like you just ordered. Anyone see that bee almost fucking bite me in the nose? Me and bees do not have a good rapport. We're not buddies. The other day I was doing my morning walk. No t-shirt because I'm trying to get a good tan. Still put on sunscreen though. Always put on sun. I used to like be the same as you. You like to get burned and then it turns into a tan and then you get sick when you take showers. But JVN, Jonathan Van Ness, he said, even whenever it's like winter time, it's like UV rays, it's always going to do damage on you. So I don't wear it in the winter, but in the summer, I'm always put on my sunscreen and take off my shirt. And I went for a walk and this fucking bumblebee, this huge bee didn't sting me. It hit me and it like threw me back a little bit. Like this fucking thing really got me. I was just like, ugh. And I was like, am I okay? Like I didn't realize like that. I was like, I felt like I got hit by, I feel like I could have sued this fucking bee. So that's what made me think of that fucking bee almost stinging me in the nose if you heard that thing fly by. And whenever I moved into my very first apartment where I bought these fireworks, I want to do one. I can't. Okay, I'll do. Here's the thing. I have some of the single ones. I'll do those. Get out of here, punk. I hate the punks. Okay, it's shit. Let's tie these together. I gotta puff my thing. Go ahead. Light on fire. Be on fire. Come on. Hold on. I hear you over there lighting off fireworks. Quit crying. We're not competing. Well, that's not one. What the fuck's in my lighter? I'm all over the fucking place. Alright, hang on. Here we go. Alright. Lighter. See how much faster that was? Well, it's almost the 4th of July and no one's lighting fireworks. This is going to come out on the 4th, but no one's lighting off fireworks, so what the fuck ever. Ooh, I like that you can see a big spike in the in the audio. The fireworks are louder than me? No way. No fucking way. Oh, man. Yeah, it's been nice out. I've been loving the summer. That's what I was saying earlier. I love the summer. I was riding my bike. And we had a bunch of storms recently, and in St. Louis, when I ride my bike, you can ride along with traffic, like they say, make room. But when I see a guy on a bike, I always hate going around him. It makes me so nervous, like he's gonna fall in front of me, and I hit him on accident. So whenever I'm doing it, I'll be in the road if there's like no one around. But then I also go on the sidewalk, and you can't do that in like a busy ass city. But in St. Louis, there's usually like one person per every 4 streets when you're walking. Just like around some areas. So, I just fucking burned myself. Okay. And so I was like on the sidewalk, and as I'm coming up, the bike I have is like, it's got like slight shocks, barely. It's not like a mountain bike. It's a street bike with a little bit of shocking. And as I'm going, I see that there's like this mud in front of me. And I've jumped this. I love jumping this bike. Like the first time whenever I got it, like I ramped it off the side of this, like just like the little sidewalk, got some air and landed. And this people, saw them see it. I'm like, that wasn't huge, but for a bike, that was some good air. And they fucking saw me. And then all of a sudden you hear, because my chain fell off, and there's nothing less cool than landing and being like, oh no. Fucking fell head over first the other day on my bike, but I'm no good at it. So I'm going, and I see that it's been raining so much, so there's this big like mud pile, and I see it, and I'm like, no, because if you ride through, it's like it's gonna fling it all up on me, and I'm like, shit. So I've never had to bunny hop out of necessity. I've always, when I was a kid, you try to bunny hop over something on a bike, or you were trying to do something, but I've never bunny hop because I was like, I can't get stuff on my clothes. So I bunny hop, and I get over this mud, and I keep going, and there was this kid, I guess, on a porch, and he was just like, whoa, and I got to keep going. I was like, yeah, and then I swear to God, I was riding over to my buddy's house, because he just bought a house, and so I'm riding over to his house to go see him, and I'm riding over there, and this girl, and like, they're about to cross the street, and they stop, because I'm like going, and I'm going on the main road, and they stop, and we make eye contact, and she goes, are you a comedian? I go, yeah, and I just kept going. She goes, I swear to God, she goes, you a comedian? I go, yeah. She goes, oh, I've seen you. I go, thanks. All right, bye. And we just said bye, because I had to keep going. I didn't want to stop. I was like, I want to stop and be like, have you seen my special? I have a podcast you could check out if you want. Like, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, we got some fireworks going off now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get this party started. Man, I'm not very far into doing the podcast like for you guys, but I'm having so much fucking fun. So I'm glad we get to do this, and we'll get this out of the way up front. I have some dates coming up. I will be in Raleigh, North Carolina at Good Nights Comedy Club, July 7th and 8th. Please buy tickets to that. It's my first time out there. And Mike Vecchione is going to be there. He's going to be in the main room, and I am in, I think it's called, what's the other room called? Is it 816 or is that Austin's, the other room? Hang on, let me check. I don't know fucking internet out here. But anyway, I will be at Good Nights, and Mike Vecchione is going to be in the main room, and I only have a show at 8. So afterwards, I'm going to go and watch his show, and I'm so fucking excited to see him because he's like one of those guys that I'm like a big fan of that I've just still never gotten to like see live. And you see clips of him whenever he's at like the Cellar, and it's so fucking funny. And he was also in The King of Staten Island. And I love it. They said he improvised his line where he's like talking to Pete Davidson, and I was like, I'm not gonna butcher it, but he just like, he was so fucking funny. So that's one of the cool things about going on the road is like when you get to see other comics, especially who you really, really like. Because I mean, I have a good time no matter what. I'll watch someone do good, bomb, whatever. We all do it, but so fucking fun. Oh my God, I have to tell you what happened today. So I am not very good with the electronics. Like I have to be able to see the thing I'm working with. So a couple years ago, I got my computer, and whenever you get it, they give you like Microsoft 365 or whatever, you know? And it's like this thing, it's got like Microsoft Word, all this stuff. And when I bought my computer, they're like, hey, if you buy like a couple subscriptions, you get like a discount or whatever. So I bought it, and the guy was scanning them. And I think there was something that got messed up. I was like, hey, are you sure you did that right? Those ones are going to work. They're not going to think I just left with these ones. He's like, nope. And I go, you're sure you didn't make them invalid? He was like, no, I asked something. I swear to fucking God, it was something like along those lines. And I'm not saying that guy messed up. I'm just saying I remember saying something like that. So fast forward, I put it in the first time, but I didn't know if I was going to keep my computer. So I was like, I'll wait till this one goes out and then I'll put in the other ones. I go to put them in a couple years later, because I didn't use Microsoft Word for a while. I was just using Google. But the other day I was like, I'm going to try to put these in, and it didn't work. So I called Microsoft. They're like, yeah, it's invalid. It's like you stole it from the store. Like they didn't say that, but they're like, it's basically like you just took one off the rack without validating it. I was like, I didn't. Can you help me fix this? I have the card in front of me. Here's the thing. I have my receipt. I had everything. I have all my stuff. I can read you the number on the receipt, how it matches this. Here's the receipt. They're like, yeah, you have to go through the store. So I called the store. The store said they couldn't do anything. So I'm like, okay, I have to go in person. And if there's one thing I will tell you about the United States of America, it's that I haven't seen good customer service. And me and my best friend were talking about this the other day. I don't need you to go above and beyond. Sometimes that's annoying too. But it's like, I just want to like not feel like an asshole, because if I'm asking you something, I don't know it. So I had to go into this computer store, and this place is so cool. You can get a bunch of shit here, but everyone who works there is like a bully. They're like computer bullies. They're like, what are you trying to do? I'm like, I don't know, because that's why I'm talking to you. And every time they make you feel dumb. So I tried to go in, and I was like, I just need to talk directly to the manager. And I asked the guy, I was like, hey, this thing happened. I can explain it to you, but I need to talk to your manager. He's like, yeah, just tell me. He told me, he's like, yeah, my manager's got to help. So he goes to ask the manager, and the manager looks at me, and like, I could just tell he was like, I don't fucking want this guy in my life. I feel like my credit score is going to go down by him being around me. So he looks at me, and he was just like, I was like, what? He goes, what's going on? And I go, yeah, well, I have a bunch of those subscriptions. I bought them in a bundle, and I tried to use them, and it didn't work. And I like have my receipt and all that stuff. Like I have, like, I can pull my account up and everything. And he's like, yeah, they can totally just handle that at customer service. Did I just say customer service? Customer service. So I go to customer service, and I deal with probably the best guy there. This guy was really, really, really nice. I liked this guy. He was like, hey, what's up, man? He was like, so what's going on? And I told him, and he goes, yeah. He was like, let me try to put it in the system, but I'm sure we're going to have to get a manager. I go, that's what I thought. I wasn't like asking for the manager. I was like, I think we all need the manager. So I fucking, let me light this. He is like, I gotta get the manager. So the guy comes over, and here's what sucks too, is the first manager, there was like levels of managers. The first guy has a t-shirt on, or like a shirt untucked. The second guy has just a tie. And then the third guy that I talked to earlier, the manager has like a suit on. He's like the CEO of computers. I don't care. So the first manager comes over and he explains that he needed him. And he was like, yeah, actually, I knew this was coming over. The guy like talked to him. I go, oh, they're talking about me on the walkies. Cause I know how it works. The guy was like, shut up, sir. And so he goes back to him. He's like, yeah, I knew you had to do this. So he like tried to override it. And all of a sudden it didn't work. He's like, yeah, I guess we need the main manager over. And I was like, isn't it crazy that I don't know how this works, but I know how a system works. And I've worked in customer service. Customer service. So the guy comes over and he's like, so what's going on, man? Can you explain it to me? And I was like, yeah, man. He starts to do that thing where it's like everything I say, he wants it fast. And I'm like, I'm trying to explain it slow because it's weird. And I explained it to him and then he pulls up the receipt and he goes, this thing's over a year old. This thing's almost 2 years old. I go, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He goes, well, you should have verified them all when you got them. I go, I only wanted one when I bought them. Your guy upsold me and I said, okay, I'll do this. You guys are all putting your stickers on things. I'll give you commission and I'm going to get a deal on something that I use, like typing. And as I started explaining it, he was like, oh, okay, so I see. Yeah, but well, so we can't do that. I go, but well, what am I going to do? I'm like, I'm just out that money because you guys upsold me or whatever. I'm like, all I want is 2 of them. I'm not trying to, here's my receipt, here's my account, here's everything. I just want what I bought. I just want those. And I go, and I used the first one. I'm not trying to get 3. You see 3 here. I go, I want 2 because here's the one I brought that scratch eyes. Like, where's the other ones? I'm like, I don't know. And I know kind of where they are, but I was like, I was already at the store and I was like, I got to fucking handle this because it's been a while. I've been trying to do this. But anyway, there's probably some people that think I'm being rude, but like I really tried to be nice. But then the guy started getting like upset, and then he would ask me a question, and then he would like interrupt me, and I'd be like, okay. And then he would ask me a question, I go to answer it, and he would cut me off. And at the end, the guy walks away, and I go, dude, you should be the manager. And I go, I know I'm like some old guy. I go, but like you were very kind and helpful, and this other guy was like such a jerk. I go, is he ever like that? And he was like, no. I go, oh, cool, just me. So yeah, I don't know. I don't need a lot. I just need you to not treat me like I'm some asshole. Like I'm just asking you a question because I understand that this is weird, but I also understand that like, here's my receipt. Like, isn't that one supposed to have? It's like, it's expired. I'm like, yeah, but you sold me a thing that's for fucking forever. Anyway, I'm sure someone's going to be like, you're a dickhead, dude. You're a real dickhead, but I might be. Not on purpose. But I'm not perfect and no one else is either. We're all fucking trying on this big blue flat America that we that we live on. Oh man, I am only missing right now like a bratwurst and being on a boat, because I don't know if you've ever been on a boat on the 4th of July. One year I did it. And the people in this story are going to have to remain nameless because I don't want anyone to get their feelings hurt. And I also, you'll see. So, one 4th of July, we went to this, there was this guy, him and his wife sold real estate, and they were both like, they had other jobs, and they were a firefighter. Like, they had like one of the biggest fucking houses I had ever been to. And I know there's like bigger, but this is the biggest house I had been. And they had a boat, and we were out on the water, and we were watching fireworks. And it was incredible. It was like you looked up, you saw fireworks, you looked on the water, you saw fireworks. It was so peaceful. But they asked if I wanted to bring, I was like 15, and they were like, you can bring a friend if you want. And I kind of liked this girl at my school. So I brought this girl. We're still friends. Well, like we don't like keep in touch all the time, but it's like you see, they like my stuff. They've on my Instagram. It's like we're like that. But back in the day when we were in school, we like had classes together and stuff. 4th of July, I get to bring this girl. We're both having so fun. It's like all of our, parents are there, kids are there. It's like one of those parties where it's like, the parents are almost like, drive the boat. Here's a cigarette. Like, who cares? So we go on the boat, and as soon as we get out there, the girl I'm with goes like this and jumps in the water and puts her arms up. And now, listen, we were all about hitting, I don't remember exactly how old we are. I want to say probably like 13 or 14. So it's like I'm starting to hit puberty. We're all hitting puberty, but she put her arms up, and she had the armpits of like my Uncle Don. Like it was like had these armpits like so hairy. And the reason I'm saying that is because I really don't care about armpit hair. I really truly don't. I don't really care about armpit hair. I don't care about like even leg. I don't want to shave my hair. So it's like, but leg hair is like the one where it's like, you know, if my legs look gross or whatever, like just leg hair looks weird. But if you don't want to shave your legs, I don't give a fuck. If you don't want to shave your armpits, I don't care. But when you're like 13 and you see a girl with like stubble underneath, it looks like someone's like your dad's beard. Looks like your dad's beard on the weekend. That just puts you at a whole other level where you're like, you know what? I'm having a really good time with you. I'm having so much fun with you. But everyone thinks I brought the girl that has armpit hair. So I just remember that was a thing where you're embarrassed when you're a kid, and I already have friends that if I told that story back, you shouldn't care about that. You shouldn't care about that. And to all those people I say, oh yeah. And I'm sure when you were that age, you didn't like if you had a boyfriend that was shorter than you, just like now. My ex, I asked her, she was like, I would have liked you and fell in love with you no matter what. And I go, do you really think so? She's like, yeah, anything. If you were, you know, bigger, small, any different size. And I go, not any size. I go, if I was shorter than you, she was like, yeah, that's true. It's just a thing girls think. It's not even a secret. We all know this. And when you're a kid, seeing armpit hair is wild, but I wish it was made more normal because who gives a fuck? When you're a young girl, the last thing I would imagine you'd want to do is to fucking like have to shave your armpits every day. We should just all wear deodorant, have armpit hair. It's normal. It's not good to fucking shave. I don't like to shave my fucking face every day. I haven't cut my hair since 86. But that was just a 4th of July story I had to tell because truly the whole time I was like, uh-oh, this wasn't. But here's what happened. I remember talking to them and they had gone camping. That was what had happened. They were camping, so they didn't get to, and it doesn't matter. Don't shave your armpits. That's the fucking way of being an American. But, oh, I almost forgot. Okay, I want to pull this up. Okay, go small, but don't stop recording. I think we're still recording. So, where's that at? Give me a second to look this up. I can't find it. Bluck, bluck. Okay. No way. Oh, did you guys hear outside? It's so beautiful, just outside. Here we go. Okay. So I am going to be on the road, but there's a part of the time where I have a little bit of time to kill between cities. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be in Austin, Texas. I didn't say that earlier because I started talking about something else. See? July 21st and 22nd, I'm going to be in Austin, Texas. And I was going to be there earlier, and I have a hotel for my weekend when I'm headlining there at Capital City. But I was going to come in a couple nights early, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get a cheap hotel. And here's what's interesting. A little bit about Bob. I've slept in my car from time to time. I've slept in many Walmart parking lots. I've scared many people. I did it once in Philadelphia, and everyone was like, you're gonna die. You can't do that. They go, what Walmart are you sleeping at? I was like, the one across from the strip club. And they're like, what? So, but I was looking up hotels, and I saw one that had 5.2, but it's like $68 a night. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, that's not a bad deal. What's a 5.2 rating look like? The first two are bullshit 10s. Like, best place I've ever stayed. Honestly, it was like being at in Dubai. It was like being in it was probably the nicest place, and it's like those are fake. So I kind of went down. I was like, what's like the first real one? I was like, what's the most? I searched what's the most recent? Austin, Texas, 2 out of 10. Terrible. This is from a verified traveler. June 17th, 2023. Disliked. Disliked the cleanliness, staff and service, property conditions, and facilities room comfort. That's what it says. Facilities, room comfort. So it's like obviously they clicked on some things they didn't like. And here's what the best part is. The best part is whenever they go, okay, first off, guy at front desk was rude. I could have had better customer service skills. Secondly, when we got to our room, there was a visible poop stain smeared on our floor. The water is both shower/tub and hand and sink smelled like fishy, dirty water. And fishy, dirty water is in all caps. And a pretty cool improv group name. Fishy, dirty water. Period. Lowercase c. Could not shower after a night out or brush my teeth. Very disappointed in my stay. Aren't we all? I feel so bad for you, verified traveler. First off, guy at front desk rude? No. First off, there was shit. Another bee's back by me. Hold on. Did you see that? It's right here. Get out of here. You can't have any of my Swisher Sweet or fireworks. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Okay. First off, guy at front desk. No. First off, shit. Visible poop stain. As opposed to, oh, there was an invisible poop stain. You could smell it, but you couldn't see it. Whoa. Okay. Oh, this is so good. First off, guy sucks. Second of all, shit all over the room. Third, in both shower/tub, like, yeah, I don't care if it's in just the standing part at the bottom, and hand and sink smelled like it all smelled like dirty, fishy, dirty water. Could not shower after a night out or brush my teeth, and that sucks. I mean, I just go to bed. You said after a night out, like you're specific. After a night out, you brush your teeth. Do you? Do you really? You don't. So, stayed one night. Yeah, I'm not staying there. So I am gonna. I think I might throw down for like a. I probably will throw down for like either a better hotel or take my swings with the poop stain. One of the worst hotels I've stayed at was in Vegas. I go to Vegas and I look online and they got this discount for it's like $25 for a room. And I'm like, fuck yeah. First time I've never been to Vegas. I was driving out to LA to do one show for $100. And I'm driving out and I break down right before I get to Vegas. Like I can see Vegas. Like I bought weed and then the fucking car broke down. Called AAA. It was just like a loose battery, but I was like, I didn't want to check and I also don't care to check. It's like I just called AAA and I didn't want to open it and look, and I'm pretending like if I did, I would have. Anyway, so I get into Vegas and I get my room and I get inside and it was a cool room. Does swanky mean cool? I think it was swanky. So cool. And I get in and I'm like, that doesn't smell very good. Like, well, I'll be honest, Vegas stinks when you kind of get there, and it's very overrated. I want to go with friends and try it again. But the first time I went, it's like when you see it, like if I'm a Midwest boy, and when you are a Midwest boy and go to like New York for the first time, you've seen it in movies, but you're like, this is even bigger and better than I thought. Like I took my ex, we would like. When we went on the road, we would go to so many places and we would both enjoy it. But I remember getting to see her face when we came out and she got to see Times Square for the first time. It's like, it blows your mind. But when I saw Vegas for the first time, I was like, oh, this is it. It's like not like that. It doesn't take you back. Take me aback. It doesn't do that. So you have to feel the other way about it. You just are like, okay, I'm here. And so I go to my hotel room and I get in there and I go to the bathroom and there's just 100% just vomit in the sink. And I didn't write a review because I'm not that guy. I went downstairs and I said, hey, I don't want to be rude, but I would like to have a different room and be refunded because there is vomit in my. You can come up there and check. I just checked in, And she goes, take like $15 off. And I was like, yeah, I just won't brush my teeth. That's fine. So I did stay in that room still because I was already there. And I was like, what else am I going to do? And then I got to be in Vegas for the first time. I saw a guy cry the hardest I ever did. A guy just like walked up to me and I've never seen this before, that people just walking up and just like being like, cocaine, weed, like people just like asking you if you want drugs just like while walking by. And I was like, that's crazy. I think sex is legal there. You can just like, it's legal pretty much anywhere unless you're, is it Mormons? And I don't know. But it's not illegal, but it's legal to purchase the sale of it. You can buy it like how you would at Costco, which is the most American thing in the world. And it should be legal everywhere. Can you imagine how many, this is what I think. If you make sex legal, that you can go somewhere, in my opinion, wouldn't that like solve the problem of like all these guys that are like so fucking mad all the time? They're so mad. If you could just go like have sex and then you're just like, oh, like honestly, croquet might come back. Remember that front yard game everyone played? It seemed like that was when everyone was having the most sex. Everyone's just playing croquet in their yard. Everyone's just like, golly, life's not too bad. And not rich croquet. Like literally you would just be like, I remember we were poor and everyone had a croquet set and you would just set it up and play it in your yard. You like set it up a little game of golf. It's just what you do. So, we are reaching the end of the episode. So thank you so much for listening. And you can check out the Patreon. And I just started and I've already had people message me and I've gotten a lot of love from this already. And I just set it up. So thank you guys so much. I'm having so much fun. God damn, look at that sunset. What was that movie? Bedazzled? But the one with Brendan Fraser where he plays... No, he doesn't play the devil. This girl plays the devil. I think another British woman in our movies playing the devil. British people, maybe. Okay, anyway. So, no, I love you guys. I'm big fans. What the fuck was I saying? Who cares? Who literally... Oh, yeah, the sunset. He's like a guy, and he keeps making all these wishes, but they keep backfiring on him because, like, to fall in love with this girl. And I'm not going to say the whole thing, but I'm not going to... Whatever. I'm not going to set up the thing, but he basically... He's crying at a sunset, and he can't even speak. He just goes, "What is that darn thing going to set?" And that's what I think every time I see that sunset. And that was the most cool point you made, Bobby, about a movie that you barely remember or felt like you wanted to explain. What is that darn thing going to say? Is my puppy coming out? There's this dog that lives over here that I give... you ever like meet a dog before you meet their owner? You get to give them like those like backyard pets where you're like, you can just judge their face and you kind of come up to them, you let them smell the back of your hand through the fence so they can't bite you in case they're teasing. I'm like, I'm just kidding. Yep, here they come. Hi. I got to go pet him and say hi to calm him down. I have to go say hi to him. Can you guys hear me? Hi, how are you? Good. Happy almost 4th of July. Your dog is so sweet. I got to meet her earlier. She's really sweet. Yeah, I got to give her a couple good pets. Have a good night. This one wants to eat me alive, though. Yeah. See you later. Have a good night. This lady's like, what the fuck is this guy doing lighting fireworks outside? As the sun goes down, we'll be fireworking, lighting fireworks off. And hey, check out my special fast food fireworks just in time. This dog's heckling me. I have to get out of here soon. Thank you so much. She's so sweet. I was saying she probably thought. Have a good night. Thank you. She was really sweet. And you know what, those yappy dogs, here's the thing, they're just scared. They're not mad at you. They just want you to think that they're big and bad. Like I did when I was a kid and would smoke Swisher Sweets, and just now I'm remembering why I didn't. And I have been smoking this all the way inside, and these aren't good. I remember I bought these one time. I bought like I get these or like White Owl. And there was this guy who worked at the restaurant I worked at, and he also worked at a liquor store. And when I was like, when I was maybe like 20, I didn't think I was 21 yet, about 20, maybe 21. How old do you have to be to buy cigarettes? 18, right? So I go in there like, whatever, 20, we'll say 21. I don't remember how old I was. And I buy them, and he goes, oh, I know what you're going to do with these. But I didn't smoke weed yet. I had never smoked weed in my life. I waited till I was an adult. And he goes, oh, I know what you're going to do with these. And I go, yeah, smoke them. He goes, no, I guess for sure. He's like, you're going to cut them open because you cut it open, use it as a blunt, and roll it up, make a blunt. And I go, oh, no, dude, I don't smoke weed. He goes, oh, my God, you're just going to smoke these? And this guy was rough-tastic, dude. This guy was wild. And he was like, oh, man, like lit like those like cigarettes that like just say numbers on the side of them. He was just like, oh, well, I wouldn't do that, man. Like I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't need any of your life advice, but thank you so much. So that is the podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Share this, like, subscribe, leave a review. Say, hey, I listened to the podcast and there was smeared shit all over it. 2 stars. So thank you so much. Have a great night. Happy 4th of July. Be independent. Blah, 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 blah.